Welcome to the Jagbang Podcast. It is May May 14th, 2017. Freddie H is live in the studio today. Freddie H, you must be very happy right now.
At the moment, right. I never thought I'd see it, but Spurs are leading after the first quarter.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I told my buddies, I said, this is not going to be a cakewalk. The Spurs are for real. As we see Ginobili, 40-year-old Ginobili going up for a layup. This is unbelievable. I didn't think I was going to be right, but holy crap, they're up by 20 points.
Good. I'm a Spurs fan for many, many, many years. Ever since Duncan started to play with them, I've been their fan.
Well, now it's kind of like you were talking before the show started. LaMarcus just woke up.
I said it. If he doesn't start to play better, they will not win against Houston, and he packed them the last couple of games, basically.
I guess he finally set his alarm clock on to wake the hell up. But he's on a tear right now. Like I can't see anyone defending him in the post. And Kawhi Leonard is unbelievable. It's 41-19. Let's get back to this game after we deal with the NHL, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got two conference matches, final matches. It's Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Why do I keep saying Mighty Ducks?
I don't know. I guess they're playing the Mighty Ducks. Well, they are. They were the Mighty Ducks in the old days.
Yeah. Anaheim Ducks versus Nashville Predators and Ottawa versus the Penguins. So, what do you think about the Nashville game?
Not unexpected. I figured it'd be a goaltender's game.
Mm-hmm.
What surprised me more than anything is that Nashville outshot Anaheim, and I didn't expect that at all. So actually, they outshot them 46-29.
Oh wow!
46-29.
29.
Yes. So both goaltenders played really well. Gibson actually was second star. Pekkarini was third star, and they gave the winning goal the first star, which is usually what happens, whether he played good the rest of the game or not.
And so Nashville won that in overtime, right?
That's right. And I had said before, they got to win one game in Anaheim, and I think they'll win the series.
Wow.
Now they've won the one game.
Yeah, exactly. And so now it's just kind of like, if they can prove that they can beat... You know what's so funny is the Ducks are not good at home, even though they won Game 7 against the Oilers. But I just, for some reason, like, there's this crazy stat about them that they are really bad at home. They lost 6 out of their last 7 Game 7s in Anaheim.
Yeah, they had something to prove this last Game 7.
Yeah, true. Okay, so let's move over to the East. We have Ottawa Senators versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. They were in Pittsburgh, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so this is funny because I think this is kind of like a Cinderella story because I didn't expect Ottawa to pull this off. Not one bit. And quite frankly, I never even watched the game because I'm like, oh, well, you know, it's Pittsburgh. Obviously, Pittsburgh's going to win because I got Crosby, Malkin.
Well, I watched the game almost completely. And I don't know what I really expected.
Uh-huh.
But the Ottawa team played really, really well. They checked well.
Mm-hmm.
They hit as much as Pittsburgh. So I'm not too surprised. I'm surprised that a Canadian team at least is in it. That's what I'm glad of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. But it's just like, I think it is a Cinderella story because nobody expected Ottawa to make it this far. Ottawa was what, like 7th or 8th place?
They were down low.
Yeah.
They haven't had a home start. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. No.
Anyway, their goalie again was first star, so that tells me something.
Mm-hmm.
But to win 2-1, Fleury must have been pretty good too.
Well, the thing is, you called it on the podcast. You said it's going to be down to Anderson.
Yeah.
And you said Anderson was the X factor, and I guess he was. So it's just kind of like, okay, well, this is totally unexpected. Yeah, no, I fully believe that we got ourselves a like a hockey series for sure.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides. It's just phenomenal. I don't know too much about hockey to pick the predictions, especially these four teams, because I thought Pittsburgh was going to take the entire thing. And then I go down and I'm like, what the hell? You just told me the Ottawa Senators won the first game.
Well, the story here again was goaltending, but I'm checking the stats, and Fleury actually had more shots against, so that means I didn't know that it was that much of a discrepancy, but I watched the game and I knew that Ottawa held a lot of the play in the Pittsburgh end, so I never realized it was that much difference. They outshot Pittsburgh 35-26.
Oh wow!
Now that's unexpected.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
That's unexpected.
Like those stats are just you don't hear that from Ottawa.
No, and you don't hear that from Pittsburgh.
No,
with the firepower they have.
Exactly.
But I think there's something wrong with
Crosby?
Crosby. There's something wrong with Crosby. I think that smuck he took
From Washington?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think he's not well, and I don't understand why he's still playing. He should be. I don't know. I got a funny feeling this might end his career
Really?
because I don't think he should have come back that fast. Don't all the leagues have this protocol for concussions?
Yeah.
And he went in for a checkup and he didn't play, and then all of a sudden he's playing. A couple of games later, something not right.
Really? Wow. That'd be a sad sight to see because he's in his prime.
Yes, well, he is. He is possibly one of the best players in the world.
Yeah. Everybody thought he was going to be the next Gretzky, right? If not Gretzky, but like come close to Gretzky, right? Up to his points and stuff like that kind of thing. But
I think it'll be difficult for any hockey player from Gretzky's point on to be a Gretzky, mainly because the rules in NHL have changed so much where there's no big guy protecting the star.
Yeah, for sure. Let's move over to the NBA. 2 nights ago, it was the Celtics in Washington, and this is the second round. So now they're tied 3-3, and they're going into Game 7 tomorrow. But while the Boston Celtics came into the Washington arena, they actually wore all black to represent it's a funeral for the Washington Wizards. And it wasn't like a blowout, but John Wall got the game winner in that one.
And he only played the third quarter or the fourth quarter any good. He had nothing before then, basically.
Well, the game before that, didn't Boston blow them out?
Yes.
So
at home.
At home. So now you have the Washington Wizards just barely got past Boston in their hometown. But whenever Boston plays them in their hometown, they blow them out. So again, like your predictions are like top notch now, because it's just, you called it. You said the Celts are always going to win at home. They're number 1 seed, and they're going to win
at home. Yes, but when it comes to game number 7, anything could happen.
True.
It's not a given. I've seen playoffs my entire life. I'm a sports guy. I watch everything. And it's not a given to win Game 7 if you're at home. Mm-hmm. It's the odds are in your favor, but it's not a given.
Yeah.
So, I before San Antonio, I was a Boston Celtics fan. Way back
I didn't know that.
In the 50s and 60s.
Oh wow.
But I so much liked the San Antonio Spurs and Popovich got there, and
When did he get here? Get there?
Many years ago.
Like in the 90s?
Oh God, I think before then.
Really? Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so I think we're both picking the Celts for tomorrow night, and they go up against the Cavs the following night in, let's just say if it's Boston stays home because they got the number 1 seed, and what's his face, the Cavs are going to come visit, but their Cavs are healthy. But
I think it's going to be the same scenario as we're watching right now. Cavs 1-4, and they're a little rusty. Practices aren't games, and I think the Celtics are going to come and win game 1.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but I think they'll be more ready to win it, and that goes for Washington also. Except Washington, if they win, will be in Cleveland. Then I have to say Cleveland should win the first game.
Oh, for sure. But it's just Boston is I think they're the deepest team in the NBA. I really do.
I'd agree.
Like Golden State Warriors in 2015, they were the deepest team. But now it's just like they gave all their money to a couple guys, right? And I know you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Steph Curry kind of got woozy in that one. But no, it's just so Cavs versus Celtics is what we're agreeing to?
Yes, I would say.
Okay.
If I was betting, that's how I'd bet it.
Yeah. And any predictions on that one?
It's going to be in Boston. I think Boston's going to be very hard to beat.
Yeah. I hope you're right. Like, I really, really hope you're right. Because, I hate seeing LeBron James in the finals over and over and over. It's like a bad repeat of I Love Lucy. Oh, my God. Did you see that? That's a three-pointer by Steph Curry.
He stole it.
That was unbelievable.
Somebody's going to be in trouble on a San Antonio Bay.
You can see.
Show us Popovich. He'll be yelling at the guy who did that.
We'll see right now. We'll see right now.
They're not going to show it. See?
No, the guy that threw it in.
That threw it in is going to be in big trouble.
Wow.
I wonder who that was. Not Peculiar, I hope.
No, I don't know. It's weird. But no, what's his face? Okay, so we get the East done. Now let's. Oh, wait. Because we got a commercial break, right?
Yeah.
While we're talking about LeBron James, I just want to know one thing. The one thing I want to know, and I know the answer from you is gonna be what I think it is. Everybody's talking about rings or no rings. LeBron James is now in the conversation of who's the greatest between him and Michael Jordan. At first, he wasn't.
Yeah. Could be.
Could
he is a great player. I won't take that away from him.
I'll give him that, right? But call me when he can actually play through pain. Remember how Jordan played through that?
Oh my God, yeah.
Flu game 6 versus Utah, or was it game 5?
I kind of remember that.
Now you got this guy sitting out games and stuff for rest. Give me a break.
He's a great player, but he's a showboat. He knows he's great and he puts it out there. Jordan never done that.
Remember those times when he played fake bowling with his team? I was just like, come on, dude, really? You're really gonna do that?
I don't think. I bet you 80-20 rule, 20% cheer for him.
Yeah.
Really? Maybe they're mostly Cleveland. Yeah. In Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's just...
He's a good player.
Yeah, he is. He is, totally. Right? And it was David Lee that did the inbounds pass on that one.
Oh.
I just got the notification from Skip Billis. So, okay. And the next conversation I want to talk about is James Harden. Okay, so James Harden got 10 points his last game, and everybody said he quit, right? And he gave up. Do you agree?
No.
No, eh?
No, he didn't quit. He was. outsmarted by Popovich.
Yeah, totally. But do you agree with this? That night he went out to 2 strip clubs after the game. After the game.
He couldn't stand what happened.
Well, see, here's the thing. What they said was on NBA Countdown, Jalen Rose and Chauncey Billups, they don't agree with that. They said that that's just a terrible move, because if you claim yourself as a leader and you do that, what if a year down from the road from now, somebody else did that off your team, and you're going to say, oh, you shouldn't do that? Well, they're going to be, hey, James, you did that last year.
I don't know. That's hard for me to comment, because I think once it's over, it's over. He can do anything he wants.
Yeah,
but it was when he played his usual minutes, and he was completely defensed, which doesn't happen very often.
True.
Right? So it wasn't all his bad play. As far as it was a heck of a lot to do with San Antonio's defense, and I couldn't believe that they can do that. I knew they've always a good defense, but in this year's playoffs so far, when I thought, oh my God, they stink. And then the next game, they turn it completely around. Their defense looks like it's the best in the West, and it usually is.
So, I just got another tweet, and they're saying like they're kind of making it seem like James Harden is watching the first part of this game and saying, "See, it wasn't just me, it was the San Antonio Spurs." And so now that's a perfect segue into this game, which is like, okay, Kawhi Leonard just got a rebound. Out-rebounded Kevin Durant. Two
rebounds they got. They had about 5 shots before they scored.
Yeah.
So that's 4 opportunities the Warriors missed out on.
They're down by 18 points. It's just like, okay, oh wow, okay.
Curry's hitting his threes.
Down by 15 points. But here's the thing. This is not going to, like I told everybody, this is not going to be a cakewalk. And, like, I get it, the Spurs are a little bit slower, right? And the Warriors are supposed to be fast, but I think what you said, because of Warriors, they were off for so many days, that kind of hurt them, right? And you got 40-year-old Ginobili just hitting everything.
Finally.
Yeah, well, finally.
He never scored any points in the Memphis series until the 6th game.
I think he woke up too.
Tony Parker got hurt and he woke up.
Yeah.
Kawhi got hurt and LaMarcus woke up.
I don't get it. You know what it is? It's just Greg Popovich. This guy's a mastermind.
Yep.
Right? Like, he sent out a tweet, or he didn't send out a tweet. Somebody else sent a tweet on his behalf while the Spurs just get another point. Saying that we need to pray to win this game. Give me a break. That's all mind games, man.
Popovich did?
Oh, yeah. That's all mind games.
He's a goof. He's smarter than heck.
You know what? He probably wrote, like, a master strategy to how to beat Golden State Warriors in December.
Do you remember their first game of the year?
Yeah.
They wiped them.
I remember the first game of the year because I was on record with my buddy. I said, dude, they are getting out-rebounded like no tomorrow. Every possession the San Antonio Spurs have gotten. And it's kind of like, okay, well, you know what? Like, look at that. They have there's no interior presence. Like, where's your there you go. Like, the only person that came in for the rebound was Steph Curry. It was Steph Curry.
Shortest guy on a court.
It was like, what, 6'2"? Where's the Zaza? Where is he? Getting a hot dog? Like, I don't understand. This is just, it's kind of like, okay.
And who got the rebound?
Kawhi Leonard, again. Remember how Kawhi Leonard out-rebounded Kevin Durant that day? It's just like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. And again, the Spurs are up by 20 points. You know what? At the end of the day, I think the Spurs. Everybody picked the Golden State Warriors to pick to win the series, right?
Even me.
Oh, even me too. But the thing is, now it's changing everybody's minds because the Warriors are just getting rocked.
Well, what changed my mind a bit about the Spurs is their last 2 games.
Oh yeah, in Houston,
I probably we texted all the time. I was aghast at what they were doing.
Exactly.
This guy woke up.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge
woke up. And I've always said the Warriors aren't that strong in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I said that day one. They got out-rebounded by LaMarcus Aldridge and Gasol in the very first game and then won by 20 points. There you go. And this guy, like, even if you foul this guy, he's not Dwight Howard, right? He's not Dwight Howard. He's going to make his free throws.
Exactly.
He's not Shaq, right? Shaq couldn't make his free throw. Hack a Shaq? No. So, it's just... And there's a superstar right there, Kawhi Leonard. If you got him and you got LaMarcus Aldridge just pouring it on, then
your defense is what's going to scare you. I was really amazed at how they stopped Houston's 3-point shooting when they had to the last couple of games.
Exactly.
I couldn't believe watching the game.
And you know, the other thing is, it's just kind of like
Green just got a penalty.
But where's Klay Thompson? Right? Where's he been?
I don't know. I haven't. I don't know.
It's kind of like, okay.
Maybe he's not well. Oh, there he is.
No. I mean, like where
is he on the points?
Exactly. Right. So the thing is, right now, LaMarcus Aldridge is 6 for 10, and he's got 15 points. Kawhi Leonard is 6 for 12, and he's got 18 points. Do you want me to go through the Warriors stats? Warriors stats. Kevin Durant, 13 points right now, right?
Yeah.
But Draymond Green is 1 for 3, and he's got 2 points. But Kevin Durant is 4 for 9.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Steph Curry's 4 for 9. Klay Thompson is 1 for 6, and he's got 3 points. And the rest of their team, I guess they forgot to show up. This is I don't get this. This is like, wow. This I don't think anyone saw this coming.
See this defense there?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, so I got a foul. It's better for him going in, and he missed the foul shot.
My God.
That's rust.
Oh,
They never played.
Yeah, that is rust, and I think you're right because the Cavs have got rusty. They might lose game 1
and 2.
And 2, yeah, in Boston, yeah.
Because Boston is a lot like the Spurs. They play pretty good defense.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, their total team is a heck of a lot more deeper than even Cleveland. Cleveland's got a lot of proven older guys, haven't they, on their bench? They really do.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to really help that much. There's got to be another foul or a charge.
I don't. This is beyond weird to me because the thing is, like, okay, so if it came down to the Cavs versus the Spurs, let's just say Spurs won this, right? Who would you pick?
Spurs.
Spurs. Eh?
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Because they're tougher.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the way I see it is Kawhi Leonard can actually defend LeBron James, right? Because he's got those big hands, long arms, and if you want to talk about on the glass, it's Tristan Thompson versus LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't think there's even a comparison for that one.
And then you can stick Gasol in there too. He isn't that weak in there. I don't like Gasol because he leaves the middle. He goes and shoots his 3-pointers because he made a few.
Well, you know,
I'd rather have him underneath.
he did that in the Lakers too.
Yeah.
It was almost like he was too afraid to be in the center or in the middle, right?
Well, they got West.
Yeah, true.
You know.
But the thing is,
And David Lee, the old
Oh,
ex-warrior.
yeah.
He's not a weakling under there.
no, exactly.
The scouting teams for
Unbelievable.
San Antonio have to be complimented on their work. I don't care.
Wait, what are you talking about? The scouts or
The scouts that
Yeah.
they find these guys.
Well, think about it. Like when Kawhi Leonard was out, Jonathan Simmons stepped up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
scouting.
it's total scouting, and it's just. I'm telling you, I think the Spurs might take this series. Even though my buddy said it's just game one, it's just one game.
That's what I say. It's only game one.
I don't know.
But if they play like this, game two might be like this, and then what?
Yeah.
The only thing about this year about the Spurs is they don't win as many games at home as they used to.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I don't
they
know
lose
why.
it before they used to hardly ever lose at home.
That's weird. I don't get that.
And I thought, they're just too old. They're not going to win this year. That's exactly what I had said earlier in the year. Although I still cheer for them. But.
Well, I know Charles Barkley always jokes around saying, "Don't nobody want to go to San Antonio, see those fat women eat those churros? Maybe there's churros down in San Antonio." I don't get it. He got ridiculed for that one too. But the thing is, the Spurs have guys that can step up, and so even Tony Parker's out,
Yeah.
and they still got guys can step up.
The one thing about Popovich, except when he's fooling around, like I mean fooling around when he sits his whole starting five out and the bottom plays the whole game. He's just fooling around.
Yeah.
He's just dicking at people's heads.
For sure. Yeah, totally.
But he plays everybody. He's one of the few coaches that has his entire entourage play a couple of minutes. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. You know who's like that too? Boston's coach.
Yes.
What's his guy's name again?
You know something? I can't ever remember his name. It's like Messiah Ujiri.
Oh.
I remember that now.
Hey, okay. How do you say the guy's name off Milwaukee? Giannis Antetokounmpo or something.
No. I already forgot because they lost.
I don't know. It's just weird because the thing is,
we'll learn it by next year.
oh yeah, just give us a couple lessons here. Oh, it's Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens is the coach for Boston. So yeah, it's down to halftime. Before we end off the show, final prediction for this one.
It'll be closer.
Yeah.
It'll be close. You can't count them Warriors out. If they get hot, Thompson gets hot. We've seen Curry make some pretty decent shots.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends if San Antonio can maintain their toughness on defense, and they're banging Warriors around. You can see it.
Oh, totally.
They're taking a charge,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hurting the Warriors. I seen Steph get up holding his head a while ago.
Yeah, you know what they're also doing? Plug in the middle.
Yes, well yeah.
They're plugging the middle. It's just like you have Kawhi Leonard going for rebounds and out rebounding Kevin Durant.
They're getting him. Well, Durant is big, but he's not really a middle man.
Yeah. Well, before Durant's injury, he was getting rebounds, like averaging 9 rebounds a game.
He's probably hurting on that leg of his or the ankle, whatever he has.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's not. I didn't really see him attack the basket like he did before, like with the ball, or he's stopping and taking his own shots.
Yeah, no, like it's weird. It's 62-42. Jag Megan Podcast. Like to thank Freddie H for joining us in the studio today, May 14th. That's a wrap.